heck? Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I feel like it's been forever, at least for me. You guys have been here. I haven't.
I have actually not been here.
Oh, that's right. You haven't been here either.
I have not. So
I don't remember.
I had my weird fact, and it was like, wh- oh, I need to do a weird fact. Wait a minute, I have a weird fact that I haven't used in a really long time.
You better have a weird fact. I sent you an animal for a weird fact.
You did. You're actually two more weird facts ahead.
Oh,
So
all right.
it's two more weird facts before we get
I'll
there.
let it slide this time.
We're good. Phew. So let's see. All right. We are all in all the places we're supposed to be. So thumbs up on
Oh,
that.
I had to do mine. Okay.
All right. So let me just, there we are. All right. So tonight's topic is when it's time to call the professionals. And I had a conversation with a client of mine for a website, and she was talking about, she's like, I don't get this stuff. Technology is not my thing. My husband deals with that, and he's in IT. And she said, so I brought him in, and he went, no,
That would be a no.
no, you need to call someone. This is not mine. And I found that while I am a jack of many trades, there are some that I like. Chainsaws and I should never be in the same general 5 foot radius because I have two torn rotator cuffs, and I have seen what happens when someone uses a chainsaw and can't control it. I like my parts where they are.
Mhm. I've been
So,
told that I can't make stairs.
Oh,
And I think that is correct, but I still think I should be given another shot. Okay. That's how I feel. I want to try another time because I know I have new knowledge now.
okay.
see?
So now, were these concrete stairs or were they wooden stairs?
No, they're wooden stairs.
Okay, well, okay, pro tip, go to Home Depot. They actually sell the sides of stairs.
They're called risers. Thank you. I know about these now, but I didn't before. I was young and impressionable, and I wanted stairs at the side of my deck. And it was on a corner, and I spent all day, and I only used the wood that was in the aftercut pile, and it was perfect. No, they looked beautiful. Dog comes trolling in with his big truck. He gets out, and he's like, he took a hammer with one hand and went tick, 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 and they crumbled like a cartoon. Like a cartoon. And then he
Michelle's
said I
not
couldn't
still
build
bitter.
stairs.
She doesn't. She's not bitter
No,
about her
no, you
I
can.
husband.
think I could if someone had told me about risers. But now that I know about them, I think I could make a decent set of stairs.
You probably could. Pro tip though, use screws, not nails. No, I'm serious. So
It's a disaster. I'll call the professional. I will leave that to Don. He is the stair maker.
so that was actually something I learned a long time ago.
Damn it.
Um,
I'm still going to fail.
because all right, so over in my side yard, I wanted a gazebo. So um, put a deck in there and use nails because didn't know any better, you know. Yeah, after a short amount of time, nails pop up through the wood.
Hmm.
Screws don't. So use any type of decking. Use screws, not nails.
That's fair.
And we had the same problem at the salon. Had a beautiful deck. It was all herringbone. Somebody had made this gorgeous herringbone deck, They use nails. Not
Mhm.
so.
But see,
every
now
day-
knowing that, Angie, I doubly am sure now that I could make some stairs.
Yeah.
I think I would be successful.
See, there you go.
I
So
just need to do a little bit more information gathering.
Now she doesn't need to call the professional. See?
Oh no, Dawn can still make all the stairs. I know.
so I had this exact conversation, and because she was out of her depth. Now this woman is brilliant. She's absolutely brilliant. She's got a master's degree. She knows an awful lot of things about an awful lot of things.
Mhm.
Not this.
Mhm.
So websites aren't her thing. So she called me. They are my thing. So certain people will have information that we don't have. And yes, sometimes it costs us money to get to these people. But sometimes it's for the best. Because, like, I have a dishwasher that I would love. It's sitting in my kitchen. It's all shiny and new, pretty. There is no way on God's green earth that I am doing the plumbing for them. Do you know why? I don't know how.
Mhm.
I could finagle it. I mean, I have a vague idea of how that should work. And, I mean, it kind of comes with instructions.
Mhm. It's not the same.
I'm starting to outsource for social media. I need a lot of help in that. I don't do that. I can do little things, but to get to the next level, I am now looking for a strategist and a manager because I want to elevate that. And I know it is way beyond my wheelhouse. And the time that it'll take for me to try and figure it out is so not worth it.
Oh, there's no life left.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know exactly what I need. I'm like, you tell me what content to create, give me a deadline. I will get it for you. You do everything. And I
Mhm.
just get you everything you need. And
Yeah.
I'll pay for it. I think setting aside the money is very important. I just
Mhm.
read You're a Badass at Making Money. Have you guys seen the You're a Badass books with Jen
Mhm.
Cicero, or Cincero, I think is her last name? So she has a Badass at Making Money book, and it talks about how in order to make money, you have to spend money and do the scary. So like she wasn't making barely anything, and spent $85,000 for a coach, figured out how to do it. Yeah. $85,000 for a coach.
But now she can do it, right?
And now she can do it, right. And now but she put herself in the scary. I'm not putting myself in that scary, but she put herself in the scary. And because she invested all of that, she succeeded and listened to her coach, and it was a really good coach. And now she's at where she's at, selling, millions of books and a speaker and all the things. So yeah, spend the money.
And the other thing too is when you do call that professional and they give you advice,
Take it.
take the advice.
Mhm.
So that's one of the difficulties I have in my job is I have people that sign on for a website and I say, okay, I need you to do these 5 things. And then we can move to the next step. And they'll do 3. And I'm like,
Now I need you to do 2 things.
things. And they go, okay. And then a week later they say, well, there's nothing on there. Right.
That folder that you were supposed to put stuff in?
In order for there to be things, you have to accomplish this list of things to get us to there.
Mhm.
Hopefully the person I put in charge of mine for you, Angie, is getting you the things, because I wasn't getting you the things.
Mm.
I was that person. Hopefully she's getting you the things, because that's why I had her do it.
Exactly. So sometimes when we hire a professional, we need to drill down on the fact that we need to actually move the stuff out from under the sink so he can install the dishwasher, because he can't do that until I do this.
Mhm.
He can't put in the reverse osmosis until I move all of that stuff out of the way.
Mhm.
So certain things have to occur before we can have the work we want done. And we have to be responsible for that. So, yeah, I guess that's, my experience on both aspects. Being the professional going, I need space.
Mhm.
I need the things to do the thing. And also being the one that has to clean up under the sink. So when the plumber comes, he's actually got room to work and do the things. So, yeah.
I struggle with coaching. So on the coaching end, right, getting people to either follow through or be open to different suggestions and stuff. So if you obviously you're going for help because you can't do it or it's not in your wheelhouse,
Right.
get the most out of your money. So if, when we bring up finances, that's pretty black and white. Numbers are numbers. And there's still an apprehension with it. It's very difficult. So yeah, throw yourself into it. It's scary making yourself vulnerable.
Mhm.
It's scary trusting somebody, but
Yeah.
there's a reason why you're doing it.
Right. So you have to keep yourself accountable.
I love Mary's. I always use Mary's thing in my classes. If it takes her more than 15 minutes, she's paying somebody to do it. Like, I like that. I'm like, I'd rather do that than struggle with it. My time's worth more. So
Yeah, for me, it's always been numbers. I've
mhm.
always had an accountant. I don't understand taxes. That's not my thing.
Mm-mm.
I don't get it. I have had a bookkeeper and an accountant because, um, and I just take them the stuff and go,
Here.
and give them money. Make this okay. Whatever it is that I have to do, I don't understand. And then they give me a piece of paper and say, send this to the IRS. And I say, yes, sir.
Okay.
And then I take that and then I go get a check from the bank and I send that to the IRS. Well, now it's online, so I don't need to go get a check. But, I take it home and I send the IRS money. And then I go, whew, because I don't understand any of that.
Mhm.
And I know I would not do good things.
That's fair. Know who you are. Absolutely. Absolutely know where you are. Meet yourself where you're at and be honest to yourself and say, you know what, I'm not really good at this and I'm going to outsource this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't understand taxes at all. One year I bought TurboTax and I'm like, oh, I know he's busy. I'm just gonna.
How'd that go for you, Angie?
oh, oh, whew, oh, it was bad. I got about an hour in and I was like,
why does this entry say 20,000? I don't understand.
I was like, no,
I don't think this is supposed to be a negative number.
no, no, because my accountant had retired and his son was going to take over, and he was pretty young at the time, and I was like, Dad had always done my taxes. He was, and now this just kid, and I'm like, so yeah, so I set it aside, and I was like, no. Went there the next day, and I'm like, please help. Please help. Here are all the things. And he did my taxes, and it was lovely. And he's still my accountant to this day.
That's nice.
So
that's a happy story.
yes, and I I think he's wonderful, and I bring him baked goods. And since I'm now in Florida and he's in Massachusetts, and he's still my accountant, I send him or a order from the bakery, and they deliver it to his office. And he'd be like,
Aw.
did you just send over? And I was like, yes. He's like, "Huh?" And I'm like, they delivered for a fee, like DoorDash, but they just did it.
Do you have a receipt for that?
Well, that's what he said. He's like, this is not a business expense. And I'm like, no, I realize. It's not. And I'm like, but it's totally worth it. So yeah, because it makes sense to him. It does not make sense to me by any stretch. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So, and I also don't want to go to jail.
That's fair. Some people are just anti-authoritarian, though, and they just want to do it all themselves. I couldn't possibly be speaking about myself at all, not one item, and have struggled through until I figured it out, and at the expense of minutes of my life that I can't ever get back. But I figured it out. And some people, maybe you find that fulfilling. That's great. But I have weaknesses that I still am working on in my business, and that I feel like I really should outsource them. But I'm just a little bit on the stubborn side. And it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for me to
Sort of the slide
for
that
me to
one.
come to that conclusion. So even though I know what's right, sometimes I just am committed to being just as self-sufficient as possible. And I don't recommend that to anyone unless you can't help it, like myself. Not myself, my friend.
I get cheap. Sometimes I get too cheap. I'm like, oh, I can do this. And then I'm like, 5 months later, I still haven't done it. And I'm like, nope, I really need to just pay someone and bite the bullet. And something as simple as $50 or $100 just to have something done real quick for me. And I'm like, oh, I can do it for that. And yeah, that's my fallback is I can do that. I lie about the time value
to yourself all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
Yep, all the time.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, my friend.
I speak for myself and a friend, I'm sure, and a lot of people, I'm sure.
I happen to know that I am as stubborn as Michelle.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And often to my detriment, as I was carrying wood in from to build the pantry wall.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Oh, I remember all of that. I remember that.
So, yeah. It's in one aspect that I can make this work is a great bonus. It's a benefit. And at the same time, it's like, can you though?
Right.
Or more
Sometimes learning that you can't do something is part of the journey, though. And I have to admit that I'm sure there are many business people like myself as well, small business people that are just, you know what, I'm going to figure this out. And sometimes part of the journey is finding out that you cannot. And that is when you call a professional.
Or not necessarily even cannot, but should not.
Should not is a good word. Should is not.
Should not. Yeah, because should I have carried that wood in the house? No, I should not have carried all of that sheetrock into the house by myself. Did I? Oh, yeah. I did. Yeah. Up the stairs, in the house. Yeah, I did. Should I?
Yeah, I do need a personal assistant that has the authority to tell me no. I should have that in my life, but I don't. Really, it's just my husband.
That's what I need. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have very reasonable people in my life who go, don't do that. And I go, oh,
Yeah, and I can't reach you from all the way over here
Yeah,
to help convince you. You're just like, okay, I can do it.
I got this. I know I got this.
Because
I was
I
just-
will sit in a lawn chair while watching you do that seg the whole time, sipping my tea or whatever, saying you shouldn't do that. You should
No.
put that down right now.
I was telling Todd just the other day, I'm like, I need an entourage. I just need people who follow me around and help me life. And I need, the social media and the personal, and like Michelle said, the personal assistant. I'm like, I need an entourage to just help me get through. Yeah. One day I'll be able to afford a personal entourage. That is my goal.
Well, if I wasn't such an introvert, I'd probably have an entourage. But I mean, it's a difficult set of rules that I've given myself. I understand that, but here we are.
I have an entourage. It's an entourage of 4. Okay, they all have fur.
That's fair. And they all tell you all the wrong things.
They all tell me
Yeah.
what to do all the time. Especially the cats, who are extremely vocal. And usually it's just feed me more. That seems to be the general consensus. So yeah, but sometimes we do need to call the professional and understand your limitations and when you should, not necessarily can, but should call someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. And then let them do it. That's really the hard part too.
And then let them do it.
Yeah.
And that's the hard part for me, is saying that I can obviously do this.
Obviously.
No.
That's why you don't have any experience or any classes in that thing you're trying to do, or you've watched a couple of videos and you're like, I got this. This is going to be great. I have all the tools already.
Usually for me, it's a physical thing.
Mhm.
It's like, no, I can totally pick up the hot tub and move it to where I want it to go by myself.
Mhm.
How heavy can it possibly be?
Heavy.
Freaking heavy. I'll tell you something. I used to put together all the bicycles. I changed drum brakes in a car. Like, I'm very capable, with tools and doing things and whatever. And then I hit, I don't know, maybe 45, 48, 10 years ago. And everything I put together, and my husband will attest, every single thing that I put together, be it a lawn chair or something from IKEA or whatever, used to be a whiz at it. I have to put everything together incorrectly first. So I have to all the way break it down again and then put it together correctly. And I don't know what it is. I even pore over the instructions to make sure that everything is the everything, and it will be backwards, upside down, not right, crossways, nothing. I have to take it all apart again because I didn't put it together right. And
I bet you're fun with Lego sets. Are you fun with Lego sets? Are you fun with Lego sets? You have to put them together wrong and then put them back all together.
I would
have you
never
done
laugh
Legos?
on a Lego set. I have to actually build something real. What's a Lego set going to get me, Denise?
A little dragon. Okay, this is my newfound relaxation is Lego sets.
You're doing Legos?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, little Lego sets, and then because then it gives me enough focus, and it gives me something to do, and something comes out of it, and it makes me stop. But no, see, maybe that would help you with your building. You could start with Lego sets.
Yeah,
no, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. Because whatever I'm working on, so I have overwhelm 24/7 all the time because I'm always doing something. Even my hobbies that are supposed to take you out of that mindset and you're supposed to relax are very focused hobbies. Like every freaking thing is focused.
Mhm.
And there's no reprieve. And I know that I do that. Can I stop? No, I cannot stop doing that. I have
I
to
feel that.
continue to do that.
Mhm.
And I don't understand it. So I don't know. If I introduce Legos, everyone here will be upset, including the dog. I just can't. It has to have a purpose. But I applaud you that you're able to take time to do Legos. I think
I'm trying.
I wish that I could.
Because I'm like that. Yeah. Because I'm like that. So I started with little Lego sets. Well, because they now have like the cool flower ones.
That's
like it can't be just any Lego set. I have to really like the Lego set.
Mhm.
So like they have the cool botanicals and stuff. So that helps me. But I'm the same way. Everything that I have hobby wise is intense stuff.
Mhm.
It's just constant. Nope, I get it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there's no professional to call.
No.
I mean, this is supposed to be a hobby.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I take bookcases and make them into other things.
Mhm.
So I took a bookcase and I made it into basically a giant fairy tree.
Mhm.
And as soon as this pantry wall is finished and it's finally in place and I can actually set it up to where it's supposed to be,
God, that's
and
going to be so
finish it,
fantastic.
then I'll post pictures of it.
Mhm.
So that sort of stuff I can do
Mhm.
and should do because that's fun. That's my fun hobby thing. But there are certain things that I simply should never really do.
I kind of blame my wonderful husband who does everything for me, though. Like when we moved into this house, we got a pool. And my Zen was like, I'm going to scrub the pool. I'm going to do it. Well, of course, he does everything better than me. That's why he ends up doing all the things. So I'm like, okay, I can't do that anymore. So I'm going to get into something else that he probably has to help me with. So it's just so dumb. He's so dumb. How do you get mad at a person like that who just helps you? He's a helpy helperton. He can't help but help me because, oh Lord, I need help.
See, that's cool though.
Uh-huh.
That's really cool to have somebody who you're like, hey, thing. They're
As
like,
long as
oh,
I don't break another animal in the house, he's down. He is down. I'm like, hey, could you build me a spiral staircase that goes nowhere? And he's like, sure. How tall do you want it? I'm like, oh my God. He's crazy. Like, hey, can you come to Home Depot for me and load a bunch of heavy ass bags of cement and stuff? Oh, by the way, when we get them home, could you mix them up for me and then shovel them into this form that I made? Could you do that, please? And he's like, no problem.
Okay.
I got you. So, yeah.
good man.
I'm very lucky to have an actual professional.
Yeah. That is always handy. If you have someone in your life that can do things.
Mhm.
Well, we've already come to the conclusion, and I've had to agree at the late date that it is now. I've come to the conclusion. This was a hard thing to admit. I cannot live on my own. I should not live on my own. And I probably need some monitoring during the day and sometimes the evening and early morning.
That's most of the day. There's not a lot of. I don't think there's any room left to sleep.
He only allows me to have my own time without checking on me if I'm quilting, because I'm in the room. But as soon as he hears my feet pitter patter out of the room, he's like, "Hey, what you doing?" And then I'll go in the garage. I'm like, I'm just looking for some marine glue. He's like, "Oh God."
Marine glue doesn't go in a quilt. What are you doing?
Exactly.
What are you gluing?
Exactly.
Is that why the window doesn't open anymore? Put the
Yes,
hell
it's
is
all of
going
those
on
things.
in there?
Pick something. Yes. Yes. I'm like the scary old toddler that he's got to keep track of all the time.
Well, it keeps him on his toes.
Oh,
So,
he must love me a lot. That's all I have
he
to say.
must.
Wow.
But,
Yes.
that's good. That's good that you have someone that cares for you like that. That's cool.
Mhm.
I love that for you. That makes me happy.
I'd be a straight lady without him. This looks good. I'll just put it in my basket.
There's the show with the shopping carts rolling down the road.
Oh, wait. But one of the wheels would be tied on with a rope because I don't know how to put it back on.
Oh, God.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
All right. I think it's time for the weird facts. And this is a pretty weird one, too. So,
Angie's Weekly Weird Fact.
all right. So, ant lions are a crazy bug. They're called ant lions or doodle bugs, and they're known for their funnel shaped ant eating traps. This is their larva stage. They can only move backwards, they can't move forwards. So, when they're a larva, they can only go backwards, and they build these giant funnels. Okay. And what they do is they take the earth and they make it all soft and grainy. So, and then they go to the middle and they just kind of hang out and they wait. And then some poor little sucker ant is like, oh, hey, I want to see what's going on over there. And they're like, and then the ant comes in and he falls down the hill and the ant lion goes, thanks. No.
Nom nom.
And that's the end of that dude. So they're completely meant to be unstable. And here's the craziest thing is when they're a larva, they can't expel waste. So they can't pee or poop. They just like build up to the point where they become adult doodle bugs. And while they're a larva, they're like a teeny tiny tank. They're like super, like, indestructo. And then they become this beautiful, fragile thing.
Now, do they have a cocoon? Or do they just bust out of their body?
They pretty much just bust out of their body.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of weird. They're just like, they consume enough. And since they can't process waste, they just kind of go, and they become this.
Okay.
And their wings, they're like iridescent. They're stunning. They went from like being something out of like some kind of weird, freaky horror film to this.
Mm.
And here's the craziest part. So once they finally become adults, they become, they're no longer carnivorous. They eat pollen and nectar.
Wow.
And
That's wild.
look at their eyeball. It's like their whole body is like iridescent and so pretty and just stunning, from the tiny ugly
Angie's Weekly Weird Fact.
to that. And it's like, what the what? You go from being some kind of creepy horror film thing into this gorgeous, iridescent, beautiful masterpiece. But they do. And so that's an antlion, also known as a doodlebug, depending upon where you are in the country. And they're very cool. They're down here in Florida. And they keep the ant population relatively low. And they eat all kinds of ants, including fire ants. So if you have an ant population that is out of control in your yard, you can get your hands on some doodlebugs, bring them in. Well, you want the larva, not the adults. Larva. Or if you have adults, I guess they can make some fire. Two group of bugs. So, but yeah, so antlions are what you're looking for if you're in you probably have them in Arizona. They're a
Probably. There's plenty of ants.
warm
That
climate.
was an excellent weird fact.
I like it.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
weird little bugs.
Yeah,
and
that is wild.
they're cool because they're like creepy as hell. They're little.
They start out looking like some kind of a science fiction weirdo.
Yeah. And then
And
they
then
poof,
and
it's
the little
like,
nymphettes.
stunning. It's
Yeah,
like some
that's
kind of
crazy.
weird beauty to the Beauty and the Beast thing, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, yeah,
Which does a lot for the developing brain and eating protein,
yeah,
if you really think about it.
yeah, because they are
When they're developing and growing and becoming an adult, they need that protein.
yeah,
Mhm.
and they're purely carnivorous, and then they become an adult, and it's like I just do nectar and
Just give me a
pollen.
salad.
Yeah, it's much better than salad. So yeah, I just thought that was the coolest thing. So that was a recommendation animal. So I'm working on the list. Yep, I'm getting to it. So if I have not done your animal yet, it is coming. I have them all. I just I will get to it. I promise. All right. So
Right.
I think that's us.
Sounds
All right.
good.